Morning, everyone. I'm Marg from Creative Stamping with Marg. Welcome to another Wednesday video. Today we are going to do another gift card holder with a secret sliding inside to it, so it's kind of fun. I have lots of Stampin' Up! News down on my desk, so let's go down and have a look. Right. I am fighting off something, so I have kind of a croaky voice today. I apologize for that. I've got a bottle of water here, so hopefully we can get on with this without too much problem. All right, on my desk I still have the paper pumpkin kit. Today's the last day to subscribe to Watercolor in Bloom. Beautiful looking kit, and the add-on dies that go with this are Abundant Joy dies. So I've talked about it every week for about a month. So next time you see me, we'll be talking about a new paper pumpkin kit. And just to mention that, Paper Pumpkin for subscribers, they have a sale that starts today and runs till the 12th of December. And it is a sale on refill kits, past kits, and add-on dies. So if you already are a subscriber or you're thinking of subscribing, if you subscribe today, you'd be able to have a look at that. All right. Well worth looking at if you're looking at anything from the past too. All right. If you were with me last week, I did talk about the product of the month. The first product of the month came out December 2nd. It's True Blue Floral Signer Series paper, 12 by 12. You must order $100 worth of product, and then you can add this on for $5. And that will happen monthly. Near the beginning of the month is what they've told us. And it will change every month, and it will, this designer series paper will only go as long as it lasts. It may carry over to the next month, but not necessarily. Okay, so that came into place at the beginning of the month. And I apologize for my poorly colored flyer, but my printer obviously was out of colored ink. Stampin' Up! Has announced a 3-day free shipping sale starting today, December 10th to December 12th. The orders have to be over $100 and you will get free shipping. So well worth it if you have some things on your list. However, they do qualify it by saying they can't guarantee that you will get this order by Christmas, because that's like 2 weeks. You might not see it before Christmas with all the holidays and everything else. So just be aware of that. Okay, I hope everybody's checked the last chance list. It was updated last week. There's a lot of things on it. Christmas things that they're putting on the last chance list. So make sure you check that out. And there were some new kits added. Okay, so let's get on with our card. I watched Connie Stewart make this card, and then I have made it before, a bit of a different variation, but I have altered hers a little bit, but we're gonna go with what we've got here. Okay, I'll tell you what we need. There's a lot of pieces, but it goes together quickly once you've got your pieces all cut out. You will need a piece of cardstock that is 4 1/4 by 5 3/8, and I will explain why it's not 5 1/2 when we go to put it together. There is another piece, the same color. I am using basic black for this. This cardstock layer is 2 1/2 by 5. You're going to need another cardstock piece that is 3 3/4 this way by 4 1/4 this way, and it is scored at 3/8 of an inch on both long edges. So I will show you how we're going to deal with that. The card itself is 5 1/4 by 8 1/2. I'm going to turn it this way. Scored at 2 3/4 and 6 3/4. So this is actually our card, and then it's going to be glued to this back base. You'll need another white piece that is, I just have to look at this one, 4 1/8 by 2 3/4. That's for the inside. It will go onto that little piece there. And then we need some designer series paper. Today I am using the Modern Christmas, which I have used before. It's the black and white and gold paper. Oopsie, just dumped all my scraps out onto the floor. So today I'm using this piece, which I just love this. So this piece is, I need 2 of this. This one is 1 5/8 by 5 1/8. This one is 2 5/8 by 5 1/8. And this one is 2 3/8 by 4 7/8. I will have all these measurements underneath my video, so don't panic. You'll need some kind of a greeting for the front. I am using Encircled with Love for this stamp right here, a little something for you, which I've already stamped on, oops, with Memento Black on white cardstock, and then punched out with a 1 7/8 inch punch. And then I have used my Stylish Shapes and cut out a black circle to go behind it. So that's going to go on the front. I'm also using the black, white, and gold baker's twine that went with the paper with this suite. And I'm using the black, and I tied a double bow. So we're going to incorporate that. And I've done some fussy cutting out of the paper, which I'll show you after. Okay, so let's get to putting this together. You will need some Terran tape for this, and then I am using liquid glue. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to take this piece of black cardstock, and I'm going to put the piece of Designer Series paper on top, and that's going on the front of my card. So I'm going to do that first. We can put all these layers together. Oh, sorry, I haven't used my glue yet this morning. There it is. All right. So this is really a fun one because it has a little bit of a secret sliding mechanism for the inside for the card to come out of. Now I have changed Connie's dimensions just a little bit, and I'll explain why I did that. All right, so that's going on. I'll take this. This is our card. We're going to take this 2 3/4 inches that we scored. I will burnish that. And that's going to be the right side of my card. This was the other score line at 6 3/4. Just want to make sure they're straight, and I will burnish these. So this is our actual card is going to look like this. Okay, so this piece is going to be put on the front, and then these 2 pieces, one on the inside and one on this flap. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put these on. Doesn't matter which way I put these, I'll just put them the right way, the way the trees are going. That was a cute piece of paper too, wasn't it? The white trees on the black. So I'm just going to center this on here, just like that. And this one is going on the inside. So I will get that one on the inside. Just like this. Okay. And I will put this on the front. So I think I'll just open it like this. It's a little easier to work with if I do that. And this just all gets glued flat down. I have done this in retired paper also for my sample. And I had made another one of these that wasn't a gift card holder. It was just, when Connie Stewart demonstrated it, she called it a secret sliding message card. So she didn't have a gift card in it at all. So I've sort of changed it up to hold my gift card. Okay, so that's what our card is going to look like. And then it's going to be placed on this. Now, I was going to explain why I cut this 4 1/4 by 5 3/8. I really like my cards to stand up. And if it was 5 1/2, it would be put on, equal borders all the way around. This way, when I cut it a bit shorter, I'm going to put my white card right to the very bottom, but the rest is equal around, but no black showing at the bottom, and then it'll stand up nice and straight. So I'm not going to do, well, I can do that now. It's fine. We can put it on our back. So this card does have a lot of layers, but I don't think it would be too thick to mail if you were mailing it, depending on what you're putting in for your gift card, I guess. Should be all right though. Okay, so we just put that on there like that. And then I know that it stands up without leaning forward because I have it even at the bottom. Okay, so now we need to add some tear and tape, and we also need to put this in. So our mechanism, this was that piece that was 3 3/4 by 4 1/4, scored at 3/8 on each side. One side is going to go under and one side is going to go up, and I'm going to burnish both of those. So one way and one the other way. Okay, and this white piece of paper is going on here. So if you're stamping it, you would want to do it now. I'm not stamping anything on it. I thought this is the piece I'm going to write on, so I didn't bother stamping anything. And I'm just going to attach it. But if you wanted to stamp on it, you would do that before you glue it in. And then I'll show you how this goes into the card. And we want this somewhat centered on here. Okay, just like that. Okay, now this piece is coming up to the front, folded up. The piece that's folded back is where we want to put some tear and tape. So I brought my tear and tape in. And 3/8 of an inch is the perfect width for our tear and tape. So I'm just running it along. And I will use my gift card holder, or my gift card, to rip it off there, nice and straight. I like to make sure I burnished it down really good. And then take my take your pick tool and pick this off. I won't pick it off yet, sorry. I'm going to put my tear and tape on this flap also to show you. Okay, this is our card. It opens like this. This flap is going to be stuck down just on the 2 edges. So I'm going to just do this and do tear and tape on there. And these ones I want nice and close to my edge because I want as much space in the middle for my gift card to go into. Okay, and then this side, so right to the edge there. Okay, like that. All right, and I'll just burnish them down. Now, I want this one put in first, so I take my paper off of the tear and tape here, this, and this piece folded back, so there it is, and it is going to be attached right to this paper on that side. So you can even tip it this way if you want. You want it centered and you want it on that side of the fold. So when your card opens, this will be pulled. Okay, so there it is, stuck down. Now, going like this, and I haven't taken my tape off here. You can see what's going to happen. This mechanism is going to work when you open and close your card. So your card is closed like that. The mechanism is underneath there. So now that you've got the mechanism in there, and that little edge that I have folded up there is what's going to hold my card. Okay, I'm going to take these papers off by tear and tape on each side and fold this closed with my mechanism tucked inside, right? So my mechanism is in there. That's good. And you just want to close this down, just like that. So you've tucked your mechanism in there, and now it looks like this. So the card is like this, and then when we open it, it slides and brings your gift card up. Okay, so that's what it looks like. I think it's kind of cute. Just an interesting twist on giving a gift card. All right, I know I talked about the gift card that we made last week, and last week, if you were with me, we made just a regular card. This is the card we made, and we've got an added little angled piece here, which I left open on the side so that if you had a lottery ticket or something bigger than a gift card, it would fit in there. Like a gift card definitely fits in there, but you could have something this way, and it still is held at the bottom. So that one's a little bit different. This pretty much would hold your gift card, or you could fold a lottery ticket in there maybe. All right, just so that you know that. This was a little more confining. All right, for the outside decoration, this is what I had in mind. I think I'm going to glue this down. And remember, I got that from Encircled with Love. Now it has a gift on it, which is fine, because it is Christmas time, or if you're not giving this at Christmas, that's fine too. So a little something for you is fine to go on here, and it looks fine on there. You can center it on the front. You could have it going over like that. Doesn't really matter. But I thought, sticking with the Christmas theme, this paper has this gold sheet in it with all the different Christmas ornaments on it. So I cut out a fussy cut out a Christmas ornament, and I purposely cut out a white one just because I thought it would stand out a bit better, as opposed to there are ones that are all gold. And I think this one looks better. Now, to cover up that gift, I thought I could just tip it to the side. If I put it straight up and down, the bow kind of stuck out there. So if I put it this way, it's a little off kilter, but that's okay, I thought. Now, I thought I could put it up on dimensionals or not. I think I'll just glue it down. I liked the way it looked. I'll just glue it down. So a little bit of liquid glue on it, and then I'm going to put that whole circle up on dimensionals. Okay. Like I said, I think the gift looks fine on there, but I just thought, oh, I'm going to just change it and use the paper. So I just thought I would do this. And I don't want to cover up the word something, so I just have to be careful how I lay this on here, that it's laid like that. There, so now we've covered up the gift, and I'm going to sit it on there like that. And I have dimensionals for it, and I also have this little bow that I thought I could put on. And that's it. So it is a fun one, I think. Just adds a little something to presenting a gift card. I think it's kind of fun to have something different. And it's not hard once you figure out the mechanism and how it works. And I think I'll just put it up here a little bit. Oh, and I want to put the word straight mark, not the yikes. Okay, and then I just thought I'd just tuck this on there. So I brought in some glue dots, and I'll just roll one up. And I think I'm just going to, yep, I think I'll just tuck it right here. If I can get that to stick down. And sorry, I'm just looking at my bow that I made. I have it backwards there. This is really nice twine. It's quite stiff, and so it stays kind of where you want it. You can sort of play with it a little bit, which I did a lot of. And there we go. All right. So that was quick and easy because I had everything cut out, and I don't think it requires any bling because it's quite shiny. So a little something for you. And there's that. You can write on this, even though the mechanism is there. If you pull it flat, it does lay down flat, so you can do writing if you need to after the fact. And your gift card, it won't, you can feel that you're in that little folded up piece so that it doesn't disappear. If you didn't fold that little piece up, then your card would slide right in and it wouldn't be working on here. So that's our card. I love it. So there we go. I will show you the one I made out of retired product. So this, you'll recognize this paper. And these snowflakes that we had, I put that as a decoration behind there. And this is Pebbled Path, the gray. And this is all retired sentiments and everything. And there's this one, I put that sentiment in there, treat yourself. And again, they stand up, which I like. They're not too thick. They are maybe a little bit thicker than a normal card, but not too bad. I don't think it would cost extra postage to mail, but there they are. So I think that's kind of a fun way to present a gift card. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, I sure appreciate your thumbs up, and I also appreciate any comments that you have for me. Thanks so much. This was a quick one just because my voice is only going to last so long. I hope everybody checks out the last chance list, and if you're wanting to take advantage of the free shipping, do that for this week, today, Wednesday till Friday, and the paper pumpkin promotion that's going on. Check it all out. All right, I hope everybody has a great week.